So, speedrunning things. First of all, no, no mods. Uh, for DLC, the most of the DLC is good, but Leviathans can actually screw you up, so you don't want that. Leviathans will screw you up if you're not careful. Uh, and then, yeah. So, the important thing is no mods, just to make sure you don't have something weird going on. And let's go. So yeah, a better computer will be better for a Stellaris speedrun, but it it's there is a lot of making sure that you don't start lagging. Uh, the base that you want is definitely fanatic purifiers. You want plenty of early game bonuses such as rapid breeders, which makes you grow much faster. Early game industrious, so that your boom is faster, your minimal boom, and then strong, same reason as an industrious. Sedentary, you won't have enough time to start migrating or resettling. And repugnant, who cares about other species? They're gonna die anyways. For civics, fanatic purifiers, they're really overpowered and really strong early game. Distinguished Admiralty, just for that extra bit of fleet power, just a little bit quicker on the just a little bit quicker to overcome your enemy, and you won't lose as many ships that way. Starting weapons, missiles. Missiles are the most powerful early game weapon, and you generally want to win a war before year 10. Year 15, if you don't get it before year 15, you want to restart the game. Warp. There's warp canceling. You It's really strong. I mean, even without warp canceling, warp is still the best because it's the most versatile, and it's really good on very small map sizes. Warp is just far and away the best choice. Ship whatever you want, really. That's a good one. Homeworld is actually important. You want a frozen world. Those have a better chance of having high minerals, and minerals is the way you have early game booms, and you can get lots of a lot more resources sooner that way. For ethics you want militarist because that's, again, you want to build a big fleet early on. Authority, I've been thinking about going oligarchic, but democratic can still be good. But I think I'll go with oligarchic just to make sure. Uh, just to make sure I have so that if I don't have a good leader at the start, I can restart right away. And having a good leader at the start will mean I'll have a good leader through most of the game. So yeah, I'll just save that. Done. Map size. Small. Oh wait, what? Oh, wait, I need to change the shape. Tiny map size. Tiny map size. 0 advanced starts. Four AI empires. The primitive civilizations, keep that at 1. Habitable worlds at 1. Crisis strength doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all. AI aggressiveness, normal. Difficulty is normal if you're doing domination. If you're doing conquest, however, that's a lot easier, and so we go hard. I haven't tested this, but it might be faster to go hard because the AI gets its first colony out sooner, and thus you can take out its first colony sooner. Because you don't want to go, you don't go to war and take out a planet with a spaceport, because you just why do that when you can just take out a planet without a spaceport and win the war that way. The rest of these, Iron Man mode on, but you can actually turn it off because having it on creates a lot of save files. If you have it off and you quit out, and you want to restart, it doesn't create a save file. So that way you just don't clutter your computer with save files. So the basics. Most people know how to start off, but there's a lot of learning how to go really fast. You actually time starts when you click when you click begin, but you can't do it. But you can't look. You cannot look around before you click begin. So the one thing that you can do is increase speed, because you can't really figure that out most of the time. You can't figure out if someone has already done that before they click begin very well. So you're allowed to do that. You click begin, and I'm not gonna do the really complicated micro that I do, but I will pause it instead. So it's paused, and the first thing you want to do is you want to immediately start the game. But as soon as you can, the first thing you want to do is actually go into your planet and build a monument, and then immediately go to the science ship, and then get your science ship, and then you get your first science ship moving. Then get all the technologies right away. I do not have missile 2 in this, so I would restart this normally, but I'm doing an exhibition, so I'm explaining some of the speedrunning tricks. So I'm just gonna go with this. Powered exoskeletons is a really nice one all the time. It's not as good for speedrunning, but it's nice. It's only 5% mineral, so that's why it's not as good. But that's the best one there. Naval capacity, yeah, definitely naval capacity. If you have growth speed, I would say go with that. But naval capacity is the next best thing in this in speedrunning. I have a terrible start. You want to start at least in the middle here, like here-ish, but starting right on the center ring is the best possible thing you can get. I also only have one extra system in my territory. I would restart, absolutely. Luckily, I do have a mining station. Also, you restart if you don't have any minerals in your home system. But yeah, warp canceling is the next thing. I'll show you how that works. You kind of have to be on the ball about this, but it used to be that you could just transfer the ship when they were in warp, when they were in cooldown, but now you can't. However, what you can do is you can open the transfer ship screen when you're still moving, when you're still in before you enter cooldown, and then if you hit play, and now I can't open the screen, but I have it open already, and I can transfer all the ships away, and now they don't have cooldown anymore. So I'll show that again. 4, 3, 2, 1, and I've got the transfer ship screen open. They've got 48 days of cooldown. Transfer all the ships to a new fleet, no cooldown. So yeah, those are the basics. You generally want to wait to build your ships until you have two planets. And if you haven't gone, you build 2 planets, and then you go to war once sometimes before you even have your second spaceport up. But you don't go to war before your neighbor has a second planet. You also want to scout out the map as soon as possible, just to know where all of your enemies will be, so you can plan which order to conquer in. The first empire you conquer, you want to seed their planets. You don't want to cleanse them. The second one is it depends on how you're doing. If you think you're going to win really, really fast, and you can win with the current naval capacity, then you cleanse their planets. But just to make sure you don't get a rebellion. But the next 2 empires, the last 2 empires, you pretty much always cleanse all of their planets. So just again to make sure they don't have any uprisings, because those can be a major hit to time in game and out of game. Admirals. None of these admirals are good. Let's just do a thing. I don't know the console commands, so resources. Influence. Oh, what? We influence 100. Oh, yep. So that does work. So let's open up that leader menu again. Which one was it? Wait, what? Oh, that's factions. Okay. Oh, leader menu isn't. All right. So admirals. That's not a terribly good one, but so you want something that increases combat speed, like aggressive, for example. But the better one would be gale speed, but I can't find those. Scientists. You want to get a scientist early on, and if you don't have a good governor, like intellectual is not a good governor. You want something like that decreases build time or build cost or something like that. Or optimally, you would get an admiral. You get a military guy. You get a naval one of those guys who decreases cost of navy of ships. Let's see. I've got mining station build cost is really good to get down. Plus 5% happiness. That's not good quite yet. Save optimization is literally useless. I would restart on this as well. There's a lot that I would restart on, but I recommend if you're just starting out, this is good enough because of that one trait that is really, really useful. Let's see. This is an okay starting world. You got a nice 2 blue tile here to assist your boom, but you don't have. Basically, this is a terrible spawn location, so I'm gonna restart it. New game. Oh, a few other. Oh my god, this is a terrible start again. It's actually a pretty good one. I've got a nice big home world, but another thing, you want to make sure that you don't get delayed at all, and also you want, for better warp canceling, you want to turn off event pop-ups, because a pop-up will actually take you out of the transfer menu. So also autosave to never, because that also increases lag. But I'm going to keep it at, yeah, actually I'm going to do a speed run after this, so I'm going to keep it at never. And I have my graphics at really low in general, because I don't like lag, and I don't need graphics either. So yeah, this place, it's a bit better of a start. I've got two extra systems in my starting territory, and I've got another one that I'll probably get once I get another pop on my starting planet. My leader, construction cost minus 10%. That's pretty good. Influence gain and xenophobe ethics attraction. Influence gain is pretty nice, I guess. But the big ones are, that's a decent governor. That's a reduction in cost of something. I have almost nothing in the way of decent scientists. So, yeah. And if you have any questions, I will put them in the comments, and I will make another video explaining the responses to those questions.